What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. A little bit of TGIF action this morning. All right, I'm going to do a 5-minute fishing report because I really could do a 5-second fishing report for this morning. Hero one day, zero the next. I came back to the same spot. I expanded that spot a little bit today. I'm still shallow, less than 10 feet. I'm still looking around. Rock structure, a little bit of up and down, a rocky shore. I smashed him in here yesterday right off the start. And this morning, again, I started upwind of where I was yesterday. And I came through some historically good areas. And I did have 3 takes on a crankbait, but they were just, you could tell they were a little mushy, and maybe I ran it across the bed and they didn't want it near it, but they weren't grabbing it. I had a 4-rod shuffle threw a crankbait down through there, a square bill, again in shallow water. I did throw a little finesse ringworm in there and run it through the rocks and tick it off there, and kind of dunk, 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 dunk. It's a good search bait, nothing. I threw a jerk bait. This was right at the very end. This hot steel pattern for me in the X-Wrap sometimes is an absolute knockout. That was not the case today. I didn't throw that bone white one yesterday that I threw yesterday because, well, it's got a little overcast now, but we had clear skies, so I went with that purple Rapala shadow wrap, and it didn't produce. I did switch up to a Strike King perch version of that bone one from yesterday. Nothing. They have X-Wrap, nothing. And this was that one I was telling you guys about yesterday. So that's a hybrid. I believe this is Northland. And you can change the tails on these. It's a glide bait head. It's a jig and wrap head, and you can put any plastic you want on it. This is a 3/8 ounce. It's great in shallow water. It really stays through the rocks the way the shape of that head is right there. Comes through the rocks nice. It really pops off the bottom, and I've had some smasher days with that in 5-6 foot of water for walleyes mostly, but a smallmouth will eat it just the same. So, now I'm not a weatherman. I don't pretend to be one, and I just go fishing when I have the chance. I go. I don't worry about the moon charts and the best times are now and this and that. I have an hour or 2 in the morning every day. I go, and come what may. What I can say is, if you look back to the west behind me, it's already starting to get dark. We're supposed to have a pretty good round of thunderstorms this afternoon, early from like 1 to 5. And 2 days out from us, looks like it's going to be in the 50s, low to mid 50s all next week, which is crazy. It's the end. Well, it's not the end of May, it's the middle of May. I mean, maybe it's not crazy. You get a couple nice days and you think, here we go. We're into the season. Although I will say, water temperature jumped up 2.5 degrees, almost 3 degrees. Yesterday I had 57.5. Today I got 60.8, so 3 degrees. I'm shallow. Again, I tell you, I'm shallow. Out deeper, you may still hit high 40s on the surface. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. But in here, I'm in the same spot I was yesterday, so it's apples to apples comparison, and water temp is 60.8 in shallow. So, all right, well, it looks like I'm going to be able to hit this 5-minute mark. 5-minute fishing report. Have a great day, TGIF. I'll see you this weekend on the water. Keep your tip up.